When a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, its genetic code remains the same and the DNA is identical. But while the caterpillar accesses some parts of its genetic code, the butterfly accesses others, creating a major difference. In people, cancer cells can also be switched on and off in a similar way.
The DNA sequence, the genetic code of life in the caterpillar, is absolutely identical to that in the butterfly. Yet it is that access to that information enabling the expression of the right genes at the right place at the right time that results in these two remarkably different physical states. And cancer cells, unlike our normal cells, are able to express parts of the genome that should normally be silenced.
Professor Mark Dawson is a pioneer in the field of the epigenetics of cancer. Epigenetics is the study of how your behaviours and environment can cause changes that affect the way your genes work.
That is the classical definition of epigenetics, which is a heritable state not encoded for in our genome.
As a physician scientist, Professor Dawson's inspiration comes from his cancer patients, and his research involves developing a new class of drugs which have the potential to change the way cancers behave.
My work has largely been around the area of understanding the role that various epigenetic regulators play in cancer development and progression, and using that information to design and develop new drugs, which are first-in-class drugs that add to the armamentarium a cancer doctor has to try and change the natural history of various aggressive cancers.
Professor Dawson has made major contributions to the discovery that our DNA and the parts of it that are active can be taken over and corrupted by cancer.
To give you an idea of this complexity, every one of our cells contains about 2 meters of DNA. To put that into perspective, if we were to stretch out the DNA content of a human being, we would be able to walk to the sun and back 600 times over. We need to package that into our body, but also be able to access it to express genes, to replicate our DNA, and to repair our DNA when damage occurs. And that really is the study of epigenetics.
For his groundbreaking work, Professor Dawson is being awarded the Jacques Miller Medal.
I think it's a fascinating career. It is a difficult career because you are working at the same level in 2 different disciplines. Yet I hope in some way recognition such as this helps to inspire the next generation of clinician scientists.